So welcome, Donna.
Thank you.
How
Good to
are
be
you
here.
today?
Good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm all good now, back from my walk and all ready to roll for the day.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to welcome Donna in. Donna did her Reiki 1 training with me online. She's in America and I'm in Australia. And she now has finished her 21 days of her self-healing. She has just told me that her business is booming since she has cleared off all that negative energy and changed her mindset. So Donna, tell me a little bit about what it is that you made you want to do Reiki 1 with me.
Well, I think you and I connected somewhere along the line, maybe back in January. And I don't know, something about just the way that we connected. It was special to me. And I just was like, I trusted you at that point after we talked and stuff. And then I think I had even hired you to do, I think I did a Reiki session with you, a distance Reiki session with you. And that was so nice. So when you mentioned that you were doing Reiki 1, that has been kind of something that I've been really interested in for forever. It seems like in the last year, it just keeps coming up. It keeps coming up for me. And I was even talking to a friend of mine and they said, if it keeps coming up for you, then there's a reason that it's coming up. And I was kind of looking to, I was looking at books and I was looking at trying to figure out how do I get more into Reiki. And it kind of, I think you said, when you're really ready that the teacher will appear. And so there you were. And so, so once I realized that you were going to be teaching Reiki 1, after we'd already kind of made that connection, it didn't, like that immediately I was like, yes, I definitely want to do Reiki with you. So yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, go on.
No, and I had read a book in between the time that before we started the Reiki 1 session and the time that we talked about it, I had been reading a book, and so that was helpful. It was a really helpful book, but the Reiki 1 session with you was by far, I mean, it really it answered a lot of my questions. I would read the book and I still kind of had some questions about how it all worked. And, but once I did the session with you, there was just so much more information that helped me understand it and helped me, I guess, feel it more. So,
Okay.
more.
Yeah, Reiki is extremely powerful. So like what has happened in your life now, have you noticed since you've completed the Reiki 1?
Well, I feel like I'm a lot more positive. I'm a positive person in general anyway. I'm a lot more positive. I kind of know how to settle myself a little better and center myself, I guess, is more the word the verbiage that I should use. I guess I feel like I trust myself a little bit more. I kind of feel more in tune with where I think I'm supposed to be going and what I'm supposed to be doing. So yeah.
Yes,
I think
that's exactly what it does.
Yeah. With my business, I think you and I had talked with my business before. I didn't really, I was kind of doing it, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it. And
Tell us what you do.
I own a boutique. I've owned a boutique. This is my 1-year anniversary this month. So I left my job of 21 years in April of last year, and I opened a boutique, and it's all online. And I wasn't super positive the direction I wanted to go, but I knew I wanted to work for myself. So I kind of landed in the boutique arena, and I was like, I don't think I ever really trusted myself to know exactly what I wanted to do with the boutique. So I was kind of just floating, you know what I mean? I was just kind of floating out there, just trying to make ends meet and trying to figure out what worked and what didn't work. And I never really felt like I trusted myself to do this. But since the Reiki, I've kind of done a rebranding. Like I've kind of rebranded what I see the vision for the business as, and where I want to take it. And since I've done that, it has with the pandemic and everything else that's going on, in April, I did like really bad sales. But this month it's the middle of the month right now. I've already quadrupled what I did in April. And that's just in the boutique alone. And I also, like I mentioned before, I have an Etsy shop, and in the Etsy shop that I had out there forever and ever, suddenly it's taken off too. I've already done more in my Etsy shop in May than I did in April. So it's kind of amazing. It's like all kind of started, and I set a goal for myself in May, and that was because of a conversation with you too. I was like, you know what? I think I can do this. It's all inside me, and I think I can do this. And I'm gonna manifest. I was gonna try to make $10,000 this month, and I'm halfway to my goal. So it's halfway through May. So I'm halfway to my goal right now. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And that's what happens when you actually shift energy. So you didn't just alone shift energy within you, you shift the beliefs that you had around your business and all as well. And lo and behold, everything is growing in the right direction. And the idea of having Reiki as a self-tool for yourself is to be able to manage your stress and anxiety and your trust and your connection with yourself whenever you want. It's there in your own hands as a self-healing tool, to not just if you have a pain or an ache, but if you have a belief or if you have anything that's going on for you, to just clear that and center your thoughts, like you said yourself, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So what problems would you have came across yourself on a daily basis before you would have did Reiki 1?
Well, I had a lot of self-doubt. I had a lot of, I was just overwhelmed, and I didn't really and I can't say I'm not overwhelmed sometimes now, but I don't know. I just didn't trust myself. I didn't.
What's the difference? What's the difference now? I've been overwhelmed now to before.
The difference now, I think, is more that I just feel like I have a good sense of where I'm going, and where I'm supposed to go. Whereas before, like I said, I was kind of floating, and I didn't really see where it was gonna land. But now I am and I was trying to do things that I was trying to please other people. I was buying, the items that I was buying to please other people, like buy these, and I would buy it, and then I would try to sell it, and it wouldn't sell. And, I would buy things thinking, oh, so-and-so might like this. And so now I'm buying very intentionally. When I go to purchase any clothes, I buy things that I feel like, it's a very intentional purchase for me, and it's something that means something. And I am, even the shelves that I'm making, they're kind of a minimalist shelf, and they're for greenery, and I'm doing a lot of gardening, and I'm trying to surround myself with a lot of nature and things like that. And so I feel like it's very intentional.
Wow. You so need to drop a link there to your page, to your Etsy page, and to your business page. Show us all you do. Show us the t-shirt that you have on you that you showed me.
Now, this isn't one of mine. This is a friend sent this to me, but it says,
this is what it's called, belief. Yeah, believe in yourself. Woohoo! Yeah, and that's exactly what Reiki does, is it allows you to believe in yourself, and it gives you that connection to your higher self, really. And like you've said there numerous times there, that you now trust yourself more than you would have before, and you trust in the decision, even though you had your business there. So you now trust to make intentional purchases because it's what you think will sell, not what other people think will buy.
Right.
So
exactly.
like that's fantastic. So in the past, how would you have dealt with anxiety and overwhelm and all before?
Typically I lash out at other people. You know, as soon as I start feeling afraid or worried, I lash out at somebody else. You know, like I redirect it to them.
Yeah.
and and so that's kind of how I always dealt with it. You know, I would come home from work or whatever, and if I had a stressful day, I would take it out on, you know, like not take it out, but I would, you know, if the kids didn't clean up, I would yell at them for not cleaning up or whatever. So um, I can't say I don't, you know, still, you know, get aggravated when they're not helping clean up, but I at least kind of know, I know myself a little bit better now. And I can feel those things coming on. I can kind of feel like the anxiety kind of getting ready to start, and I know how to manage it a little bit better. And then, you know, typically what I have to do is go have a, you know, like just rest for a second and, you know, maybe do a little meditation. I might take a little bit of sage and try to clear out the negative around me. And then, you know, usually just kind of take some deep breaths and relax a little bit. So,
Fantastic. And
I usually,
they're all things that you learn along your way, of all little tricks and tools of
yeah,
things that are, and your oils that you can use, all those little things.
yeah,
So
yeah.
amazing.
I have oils. I a lot of times I do the Reiki intention, the 5 principles too. I'll try to say those to myself now too, and that kind of helps too. I was getting at first when I first got the Reiki first. I think I talked to you a couple of times where I was like so aggravated because I didn't feel like it was doing anything. I didn't feel like it was doing the things that I thought it was supposed to do. And then after I decided, just let it happen. It's going to happen. Just let it happen and quit worrying about it. Like quit pushing it. And so once I did that, I did start feeling like the tingling in my hands and things like that. And so, yeah.
So you started to trust the process.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So if you were to describe your overall experience of Reiki One with me and online also, how would you describe that?
Um, well, I think that if I could come through the screen and give you a big hug, I would do it right now. I have already said that, like, once this is all over with, I'm coming to visit you. But I'm so grateful for having found you and learning Reiki. And I, you know, like I said, I felt like that it was something that I was supposed to do
Yeah.
because it kept coming up for me. And so I'm so excited that I've gotten Reiki 1 done, and I feel like I'm on the right path. I feel like I'm finally on the right path. And it just, it feels amazing. And I can't wait to do Reiki 2. I can't wait
Oh,
to start taking that
fantastic.
course done.
Yeah, fantastic. So if you were to, if there was anyone else out there that was hesitant and going, oh, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this, or what even is this? Like, is it too woo woo? Like, is it going to change me, like, as a person? What would you tell to these people if they were sitting on the fence and going, oh, I'm not sure if this is for me, or
Mm.
how would you tell them?
I think if you're worried about if it's going to change you as a person, it probably will. But it's all in a positive light. And I think that it just helps. It just helped me kind of come in touch with who I am and put me in a more positive direction. And so um, I was probably one of those people probably 5 years ago that said, you know, all the woo woo stuff, but I feel like that it's, you can still be religious and still practice Reiki and still, you know, without getting into a religion topic, but it's not about that. It's about positive energy and bringing that good energy into your body, into your life, and into everything that you do. So it doesn't matter what religion, what your beliefs are. It still is a positive and wonderful thing that you can do for yourself. And and for others. I mean, because once you start making those changes in your life, that's when it impacts, everyone around you is positively impacted by your, your
Ripple
good
effect.
outlook, your positive life too. So
Yeah. Well, I am so proud of you. So well done. And it's an amazing to see you now and to see you be in January, even when we did the distant healing. Like there's a serious transformation in how you hold yourself, how your eyes are so clear. You just seem so happy and so positive. So high five on that
yeah,
one. Well done. Keep up the good work.
thank you.
And I am so impressed and I'm so proud to be your Reiki master and to show you the way and to know that it really is just a connection to your higher self. It's not any witchcraft like people think. It's like, what is this? It's a simple tool that you have in your hands, in your head, that you can manage and control your own life wherever, whenever things get stressful or life gets a bit tough. And it's fantastic for aches, pains, like unbelievable just what you can do and how you can actually put the intention into healing yourself and allowing yourself to just be as well, like, and moving forward into who you want to be, not always focusing on who you are. It's all about picking yourself up from where you are now and moving forward and staying looking forward, and that is.
I wanted to add too, like, I know that I'm in America and you're in Australia, and like I said, 4 or 5 years ago, if you would have told me that I was going to be doing this with somebody that lived in Australia, I would have like thought that was crazy. And I know people probably have some apprehension about working with somebody that's so far away, but I think it's all about connection, and it doesn't really matter if you're, halfway around the world or not. And I'm amazed at how, I don't know, how close I feel. And it didn't really matter that you were there and I was here. It just was like, it was like we were in the same room a lot of the times when we would talk and go through some of the sessions and stuff. And it, the connection is there no matter what, no matter where you are. So I just wanted to throw that out there too, because I know I would have probably been one of the skeptics, a few years ago. And I know probably some people might have questions about like the distance and all of it. But I think that it is what it is. It's just very easy to connect. So.
And would you say it was worth the value of what you spent, 250 USD?
Definitely.
Yeah, because for what, and you have it for life.
Yeah. And like I said, I can't wait to do Reiki too. So
yeah, fantastic. So bring it on. I can't wait to teach you to the next level. So Reiki 1, like, it's all about your hands, and Reiki 2 then is all about the symbols. So we won't get into Reiki 2 until you finish this, and we'll do your interview then.
All right.
Cool. Lovely to have you here. And we will wrap up this interview and I will chat to you again.